Greatest inventive secret revelation of the past 4,000 years. Decoding thoughts and inner voice. Thoughts to word or audio. How to know exactly what someone is thinking. The greatest inventive secret revelation for the past 4,000 years. An invention that will change the world forever. David Gomadza. I have opened the Pandora box, and for the first time in the history of humanity we can decode thoughts. Yes, we can listen to the inner voice. We can now drive cars by our thoughts. Fly spaceships simply by thoughts. We can create smartphones that uses thoughts as key operation feature. Right now I'm listening on my MP3 player to your thoughts as you read this. You don't believe me? Then buy and read. I promise you will keep reading this book forever. The world's first courtesy of the President David Gomadza. Myself. Money back if not convinced. You don't get breakthroughs like this on a plate. I will rather have your trust, as we will take all humanity to an advanced stage of development as tomorrow's world order. Reading is believing. Free download. Imagine the president of tomorrow's world order, me of course, simply listening to everyone's inner thoughts simply by playing back the recorded thoughts after amplifying these. But how? I believe that the human body has double the systems we know. Yes, the human body has everything in twos. 2 brains, 2 ears, 2 mouths, 2 nervous systems, etc. Only that the other is a secret internal one. One that even us don't know exist. But we had clues for centuries, only that David Gomadza was not here to decode this. But you lucky generation, you will get everything, all the clues easily on a plate. I discovered that we have 2 systems after studying the inner voice. Why do we hear inner voices inside our heads? Who is talking to us? Surely it is a misconception that we talk to ourselves. There must be someone else inside talking to us. For sure there is. Another small brain, a translator of foreign language to a language we can understand. When we speak, the inner brain's ears listens and converts what we have said, sound waves, into light waves, which are electromagnetic waves, then sends this to the inner or small brain inside. This small brain then converts this light waves, the foreign language, to us, to a language we can understand, sound waves, then whispers back in our ears. The reason is that when we speak out words, surely this internal system, that is the small brain, knows for sure we are not talking to it, so does nothing by minding its own business. But when we talk inside our heads, thinking without spitting out the words, this inner brain for sure know we are not stupid, we must be talking to it. So it translates and talks back to us. That's the inner voice we hear inside. So I looked at different waveforms and my knowledge and research about how things work. Then it hit me. What if with this advanced technology era we are to recreate the internal system of the body and insert it inside, for the body to have 3 with one we can understand. A digital one that we can record and listen to understand the inner system. Making us understand how the body work. So my invention is to create a digital system that imitates the second secret inside system of the body based on the human body. See Figs 1-7. Pages 42-48. If we can hear the inner voice in our heads, we can use technology to swap the inner system to be the external system and take the external to be the inner system through amplifying the inner small voice to the bigger, external and louder voice. It works. This is the secret. We can now communicate using thoughts as of March 25, 2022. Application for a patent for the following devices, all invented by David Gomadza, March 25, 2022. Application for a patent for a universal mind reading device that will be used to decode thoughts and inner voices into speech and audio or other methods. Application for an advanced smartphone that uses thoughts as the key of operation. A device that operates all machinery and vehicles based on thoughts. A speech decoder device. A needle diode Fig 1 representing the miniature version of the human system that can be fired into the body, sticking onto the piriformis muscle, or if it is safe, onto the largest nerve, the sciatic, to record sensory activity to identify which neurons are firing and be able to decode thoughts. A rotary magnetic propeller Fig 3 that can be inserted on the lumbar bone with several properties that are needed to operate the device properly. Inventor, David Gomadza. Date, March 25, 2022. Title, Brain Thoughts and Inner Voice Decoding Device. Speech translating and brain activity reading and decoding device. Artificial intelligence device to operate electric instruments, vehicles and equipment using thoughts. Several devices to decode thoughts using different methods in injured people, etc. An advanced smartphone that uses thoughts as main key function, to send signals to other devices and operate other devices through thoughts. Field of invention, neurological science as in brain-computer science, artificial intelligence, and applications. Advanced gadget smartphones that uses thoughts as key operating function. Understanding the human systems. Background. Imagine what one can do with a device that decodes anyone's thoughts into speech with astonishing accuracy. Imagine where the device can be useful. All areas of life. This will revolutionize the world as we know it today. Welcome to tomorrow's world order. Decoding thoughts. We as the new global leaders, tomorrow's world order. We have a duty to be at the forefront of problem solving. Searching for better ways to do things. This is one of the most crucial and difficult tasks we had to do, but nevertheless a task so paramount that it will be impossible to envisage a future without the decoding of thoughts. But it's not just about decoding thoughts. The whole future depends on this issue. We believe that we will take all humanity out of the defensive stage of development in which we are in, where mankind, with the little resources he has, makes weapons. All kinds of weapons, and use the weapons as the drivers of the economy through wars, sanctions, and all kinds of evil to control the flow of money and resources he can't afford at market prices, like oil, etc. In the process killing women and children. This is barbaric and must stop. We believe no matter how mankind tries to resolve the issues, the problem will surface forever as long as the current dysfunctional system is in place. We have the answers, and this means that the system need to be replaced by a brand new one. A system that will increase wealth to levels 1,000 years ahead of us. A difficult task, but a journey we must all take to a more advanced stage of development where technology plays a bigger role as the sole driver of the economy. Read tomorrow's world order for more details. But in short, this stage means new technological advancement. We shall communicate with our thoughts. We shall understand everyone's inner thoughts. We shall operate machines by our thoughts. We shall drive vehicles and fly planes just by our thoughts. But the crucial reason why we as tomorrow's world order we aim to provide solutions is that we believe that it is our duty to lead you all and to provide solutions. The critical point to note here is that we shall command machines, drive vehicles, fly planes, and do all the tasks through thoughts and brain commands. Not because we are lazy to speak, etc. No. But the times will demand that we become so clever to look at the spaceship and for it to fly to space. I know it sounds like a scene from a movie, but we are here to prove to the world that we mean business, and this is possible in our time even though the method might still be primitive. There is room to develop it. It's better to start somewhere. We are saddened by the slow progress in decoding thoughts. I personally believe that all these neuron scientists are taking the wrong and long road, hence us intervening. Probably for the first time in the history of mankind I will provide you with detailed methods and ways to decode the thoughts, but only for mankind's benefit. I know at this point in time there are moral issues regarding decoding someone's thoughts, etc. But be assured that we will only use this method to the benefit of mankind. This is the future. I think it is a missed opportunity that this should be restricted to those who had suffered speech issues, who are unable to talk, etc. Of course they will benefit greatly, but the future theme is to look for safe methods of doing this. At the moment there is no point to talk about morals when we haven't got a solution. Having said that, I think this is the only option available to us. I believe this will work. I think this is part and parcel of human development. There are other areas, etc. that need exploring, but where we can't send humans yet. Space, for example. Imagine sending a spaceship and controlling it just by our thoughts until at that time when we believe that it is safe for humans to man these ships. Having said that, now I will tell you the best way to decode thoughts into speech or audio. I will show you beyond doubt the only method on Earth that will enable you to understand the thoughts of an individual with astonishing accuracy at any given point in time. But whether this is morally good or not is not a subject of this topic. It is a fact that there has been numerous studies in this area, but so far to my disappointment all have failed to pinpoint a method we can use to decode thoughts. I am not trying to be funny, but I believe most are mistaken. They have ideas of what is needed doing, but their approach is flawed. Not a criticism, but just an observation. I want to patent this as my invention, but feel free to try this method on animals, etc. or injured people, and if it works then kindly donate. Most of our work is freely available, but on condition that if it works for you then you will be obliged to donate. Download for free. Or buy from Amazon.